This is Warren doing his help call. You ready? Easton, what do you got on there? Huh? What are you going to do? Okay, good luck. Onyx deal. Let me stick it in this bucket. All right, dude, so I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the way I understand this is you need this math for college. And now you're telling me the class is hard and I don't want to finish it.
I don't even need to graduate though. So what's the point of doing it if I can graduate without the class anyways?
The thing is, we don't quit, dude. Okay? I appreciate where you're at, but I also am not gonna waver on this one. You're gonna finish math.
Well, that's stupid.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. There's no point.
I know that you think that there is no point, Warren, but the answer is, son, that you have to finish the math. Look, I would love to have this conversation, but I gotta go. You know I'm gonna be in Montana for a month. I promise. I will stay in touch about elk hunting and about math. Come on, give me a hug, kid. I love you. All right, hang in there. Take care of Mom and Easton for me.
Have fun.
And hey, just put a little more effort in, all right?
I am.
All right. Someone once told me, it's not about winning, it's about finishing. That saying has stuck with me, and now I'm trying to teach that to my teenage sons. My son Warren thinks that I'm trying to make sure he knows how to do math. What he doesn't see is I am trying to make sure he sees that it's much more than that. One of the hardest things to do as a parent is teach our kids that the most important lessons are the ones they can't see, and how sometimes the numbers just don't add up. But if they stay focused, stay determined, they will find answers to questions they didn't even ask. This fall, Warren and I would both learn what it's really like to search for those hidden answers. Jeremy Eagle. I know he's on that ridge. Well, I can see the other little bull. That's not the same bull bugling, so there's two bulls. Alright, we gotta scoot up. He's answering everything. Let's go.
He's coming. Crushed him right through his heart. He stopped at the bottom. I can't find him. I'm telling you, I crushed that bull. He's got to be dead.
Why do you think I jumped up here? I want to see him tip over.
Okay, I see him. He just moved his head there. Okay.
I can't see his right side, but...
Come on, dude, tip over.
That's a great bull.
He has no clue we're here. Wind's good. Let's just back up and take a look at the footage. All right, I'm gonna scoot back here. I don't get it. I crushed this bull. He's gone 100, 150 yards and he's still just standing there. I don't know why, but it's getting dark. I don't want to push this bull. Wind's in our favor. We can get right back to the truck. As bad as I hate to, I think we're gonna end up leaving him overnight and just come back in the morning and he should be laying right there. Regardless of what I think I see, what the camera shows I see is that an arrow went in behind his shoulder. For whatever reason, he hasn't fallen over yet. But tomorrow morning, I expect we're gonna come in, and as long as we don't push him, he's gonna be right here. You agree? Let's grab our stuff and go.
Let's back out of here easy.
Okay.
So what do you think, dude? You think we're gonna find him? I really think that he's gonna be laying right there. But you got your pack too?
Got it.
All right, well, let's get this stuff. And man, I hope we're back at camp by noon with a bull. So, Warren, how are you guys? And how is math treating you? I shot a really nice bull last night, and Nick and I headed back in today to find him. I thought I had made the perfect shot, but since he didn't tip over last night, we decided to back out.
Right here. Back half of my arrow. That's what I was expecting. A little bit of blood on it, not a lot, but that didn't go in. I saw that hit his side. Look at that. So I got 25, 26 inches of arrow inside him. There's more blood.
I really thought he would be laying dead somewhere close by. I felt like we did everything right by backing out. But when the blood trail ended, pretty much right where it started, that horrible gut feeling began to sink in. As you know, this is big country. Trying to find a live elk out here can be tough. Now imagine trying to find a dead one with no blood trail. Guess both of us have some hard work ahead of us. Nick and I have gridded the area and have checked every blowdown and brush pile within a 400-yard radius. We've checked every track and every trail, and then checked them again. 13 hours of looking, still no elk. The temperatures are soaring, and there's no blood trail to follow. We will now have to shift from looking for my elk to looking for my spoiled elk. By the way, how's your math going? Alright, we've covered this, and we've covered this. The only place we haven't gone is here. He's got to be in here. There's too much water. It's too cool. It's a perfect place for him to go and lay dead, and it would be hard for the birds to find him. We have to look everywhere.
Dad, I know you killed that elk. 25 inches of penetration in the chest cavity of any animal should be reminding you he is out there. I hope you find him. By the way, math is math.
Today we're going to check the river. We've checked everywhere around where the bull went, where I thought he would have gone down, and everywhere where we last saw him standing, and everywhere within 400 or 500 yards of there. We need to find him.
David, just wanted you to know I miss you terribly and wanted to update you on Warren's math. His teacher says he is much more focused and doing better, so don't worry. Warren has kept us informed about your elk. I know that's driving you crazy and has got to be killing your soul. Trust me, you're not going insane. Your actions are showing your boys what it means to have respect.
Maybe it's not respect. Maybe it's responsibility. Or maybe it's just guilt. Whatever it is, it's mine. I own it, whatever the outcome. I can't blame anyone else. That's what I love about bow hunting. It is the greatest chess game imaginable. On one side of the board is me and my character. On the other side, a wild animal. You each make moves hoping to outsmart each other. Who prevails depends on how they move. And once you take your hand off the piece, that is your move. You must live with it. 4 days ago, I made a move. And several weeks before that, my son did the same. Now both of us were being tested to see how we would respond. If I don't follow through, I will feel as though I have cheated both the game and my son by not leading by example. As a father and a hunter, I owe it to them to continue. Hey guys, good to hear about Warren's math. The chess game here is continuing. My mind and body are beginning to tell me to stop, but my heart says not yet. Even though my heart says keep going, I know time is running out. I know I killed an elk. I need to find that elk. And anyhow, it's just one of those things. They just kind of like rubbing salt in your wounds, you know, when you see a bull and you know you could have called him in, and yet you're not even carrying a bow. And that was day one. First day after I couldn't find him, I decided it's either this bull or no bull. I'm running out of time. I'll keep trying. Warren, Nick left yesterday, and I knew tomorrow I would have to follow. So I decided to go back to the fence line one more time. We had walked that fence line numerous times in the last week. I never crossed it figuring a wounded bull couldn't go over it. Now I was looking at a spot where he could have walked right through. So I headed that way. Either way, it was a glimmer of hope. First it was a raven, then it was the smell. And like magic, he was there. Yes. I had replayed that shot in my head at least 1,000 times. I can't believe that I have finally found him. The bull had traveled 3/4 of a mile from where I shot and died in heavy cover. Unbelievably, the evidence had been preserved. When I approached him, I could see the entry hole. The mystery was solved. I found the front half of my arrow buried deep in the center of the elk. The moment the arrow entered the bull, they were both doomed. The arrow hit the edge of the shoulder, which caused it to deflect straight back, missing all of the major vitals, sending the arrow almost completely through the elk, but never making it to daylight on the other side. Thus meaning no blood for us to follow. This may not be the proudest moment of my hunting career, but it will definitely be noted as the hardest I have ever worked for an elk. And I just kept looking. This is 3/4 of a mile away from where I shot him. We had no blood. No blood whatsoever, so we just started doing circles and looking in everything. And eventually I saw some birds and came down to this drainage. What I hadn't realized was my son was working just as hard at home. You see, life is all about choices, and once we make those choices, we must live with the consequences. Neither Warren or I had realized it, but both of us had been faced with life's challenges. On one hand, a young man was learning how to deal with those challenges. On the other hand, a father would be the one setting the example for his son to face those challenges. Either way, we both had choices. I could have given up after day 1, or even day 5. I could have tried to kill another elk, chalking this one up to the one that got away. But I didn't.
Yeah, I'm really close.
Warren could have just given up on math. He could have just gone through the motions, but he didn't. He committed himself to the end. And in the end, it really wasn't about math or an elk. It was about the lessons we learned on the way. As parents, we often wonder if we are setting good examples. I truly hope that one day, when my boys sit around the fire of elk camp and hear their father tell the story of the dead elk he hunted for 6 days, when they hear it, I hope they hear more than just a story. I hope they recognize the lessons. The lesson of determination, the lesson of respect. Warren is beginning to show the signs it's sinking in. For Easton, I guess only time will tell. Warren, did you see some elk?
Yeah.
Did you see a big bull?
Yeah.
What was he doing? Look at that. Do you like your new desk?
Yeah.
Huh? Are you learning your numbers and colors and letters?
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty dandy bull for my first bull elk with a bow and arrow. I don't know what he's gonna score. I'm gonna say he's probably gonna be just shy of making Pope and Young. All right, you ready to go find some more?
Yeah.
Okay.